from sin. Their gentle lies and swaying tales, whispered secrets carried by the wind's wails. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the vast expanse, freedom of heart in the sunset's dance, freedom of trust in the fattest cow's stance. I'd watch them graze, content and serene, each bite of grass felt like a dream. The fattest cow, Sheni, was a sight to see. She waddled happily, her spirits free. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the rustling leaves, freedom of heart in the scent of hay sheaves, freedom of trust in the songs the wind weaves. Memories brought back like a warm embrace, smell of manure and wildflowers in space, sweet taste of milk straight from the source. In heifer heaven, memories never lose force. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the morning's light, freedom of heart in the stars at night, freedom of trust in the heifers pure and bright. So here's to the heifers roaming free. In their world of simplicity, they hold the key to freedom of thought, heart and trust. In heifer heaven, where happiness is a must.
Hi there, and you
Hello.
want to know why that opening is so long? It's to welcome everybody in, all 5 of you who popped in to say hello, as long as you are like respectable. And yet at the same time,
Importantly, it's for us.
I had to run into, I was here doing things. I had to run into the to the kitchen, totally forgot why. So I was putting water in my water filter,
Yeah.
and then was like, freak, I still can't remember why I'm in here. So I turned around, started to come in here, and when I did, I went, oh, because of Ditto's ice. And then I came in, I had to mess with the wire to the headset. And then in that process, I realized, oh my gosh, you know what I didn't do? Because you know how I mess with my hair all the time, braiding it or twisting it or something. And thank you, President, for Uncle Billy for thinking it was for you, or was it cheese? I can't remember. So anyway, whoever it was for, I'm constantly messing with it. Well, this time I decided, since I had so many ringlets, I just rubber band them all together. So I looked ridiculous 3 seconds, not even 3 seconds before the end of that. We were in the middle of our giggle. I was in the middle of my giggle, because that's an old one. I was in the middle of my giggle when I went, oh my God, take the hair down. Don't we want to welcome
you? It
you
looked
all?
like a ponytail. It didn't look like anything.
Oh yeah, no, this side I had clipped to the back of my head, and this side was just down, and I'm always a hot mess, and I'm cool with it, because please. I've had 60 years and a couple extra just to figure out how to be a hot mess. And I pull off a hot mess way better than a lot of people pull off a hot mess. You know? Speaking of hot messes, Kimberly. Oh my God. Seriously.
Oh, I know. Like, why even bother going? It's like,
And
what end at this point?
and Ken just wanted to go. Just let us talk for a moment, folks. Ken just wanted to go because it's a free ride for the drug addict, right?
Mhm.
I just, you know,
They both seemed pretty out of it.
really? What a
Yeah, in the
concept.
bedroom.
Because remember what you said, either a drug addict or a dealer. Well, I think she scored both.
Well,
And I still don't think
yeah.
she's happy. And again, I'm just going to tell you, because this is my own, personal opinion, is I seriously get the funny feeling that Taylor is a lot of Amber Heard. He's trying to figure out how to address things. He doesn't want to be the one put out there as being the abuser when it's a total
Yes.
lie, and he's the one getting abused.
Yes.
And then when she throws him out, taking over the house, to where if it was the other way, he would have thrown her out. Do you see where this goes?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust her. And she already said if to go on with our lives if we can. So she's already made it sound like, we need to split up and go on with our lives if we can go on with our lives. And I was like, that's kind of really weird when it's like a week after all of this, he's dead. Because,
Well, no, I thought he killed himself a year to the day.
Yeah, I think it was just a week or two later. I don't think it was. I think it was fairly close, and I think it was she was going to go ahead and do to him what Amber did to Johnny, and smear him so that he was never going to be able to recover from what she spent. So anyway, yeah, Sammy's like, wait, what? Just stop. So anyway.
I just sent you your reminder that we're live, Sammy.
Oh, you know who I didn't send one to? My dear beloved Froggy. Because, I forget to do that. Where's my Discord? So anyway, just to let you know, and I'm going to address the absence of somebody who made a mistake, wasn't grown enough to admit the mistake, then attempted to yell at me and hang up the phone because, it was so much easier that way. That just is trying to cause extra drama. And all I want is for you to be able to move on happily and just stop it. Because what you're doing is childish and it's already been hurtful to a couple of other people. Please stop. Please move on. Okay? Just stop and move on. It's very obvious and it's ugly. I'm just going to leave it that way. So anyway, as we all know, yeah, I didn't set the timer, so I won't be able to remind you. So you're going to have to set your own.
Yeah,
timer.
I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm also keeping an eye on the kitty cat.
So anyhow, what we have over here in my Discord, we don't know. Because somebody is acting very childish and immature, other people are paying the high price for it, and it's unfortunate. And I'd rather have just disappeared, but it's not what's going to happen. Nice try. So here it is. I have to remember these are YouTubes. So on the YouTubes, I have posted your boarding pass from main chat over to Digger's chat, where for YouTube you're going to subscribe and make sure you're subscribed and hit the like. And then she's got the return flight posted. Now,
but the link pinned up there.
Exactly. Right. She's got that pin. That's the word. Now, over here in the Rumbles, the same thing is going on. Okay. So we because somebody got completely cut off because it was the timer. And, I was.
Yes. I haven't seen Wild yet, but Wild, if you come in later or listen later, I'm sorry. I forgot all about putting a link in the Rumble chat too. It
We
just
hadn't thought of
slipped my
that.
mind. And of course, we're so far behind in chat. By the time we got the your comment saying where's the
Poof,
link,
you were
we
gone.
were already gone.
Yeah, so
So
we
I am sorry.
apologize.
That's
You got caught
my
up
bad.
in all of this crap. It
I
shouldn't have to
fixed
be
it
like
now.
it is. So sorry, so sorry, so sorry. So anyway, yeah, we've got them posted now. So you know what? Even though there's crap going on that we don't really like, the good thing is it gives us a whole new avenue of ways to learn to do things.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. I know it sounds kind of like, wait a minute, one way you're saying grow up and the other one way you're saying thank you for me not growing up. Well, that's because what respect I had, you're chipping away at it, and it's sad. But at the same time, thank you very much for helping us learn all these other neat little things that we need to know for somebody who's would seriously be harmful later. So thanks, and don't chip away at the respect that's left. Okay, so there we are with that. And again, we'll see. MJ comes along and says, hello, looks like
Hello.
I'm first. and that was like in either Digger's or mine. And then he does it again in the other one because, hello, it looks like I'm first again. And I was over there at mine and going, yes, it does look like you're first, MJ. We'll see you in a bit, because I was kind of on like almost right then. I was still busy trying to figure out where I was going and posting and all that other good stuff. And Cynthia comes along, goes, I'm third. No, honey, you're still second because I don't matter. And then she goes over to the other one and says, well, now I'm second. Wait, MJ, you're awesome, dude. And gives him a hug. And again, this is where Digger's Rumble routes us back over to the other Rumble. Okay.
Yeah. So if you prefer Rumble to YouTube, I will remember from here on out to put the link to Sheni's Rumble as well.
And
don't get left behind.
Yeah, the goal is we don't want to leave anybody behind, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. But again, like yesterday, I can't even remember when it was. Whenever it was, that was so not planned, and oops. That we would leave people behind.
Oh, leave people in the room. Yeah. That was just me not thinking.
We weren't. We really seriously weren't, because we do the YouTube, thing. But again, if you're in Rumble and you want to run to the train station to get to the airport, to get over to the YouTubes, we'll have you all set up over there too. I think in my Rumble, I linked our YouTube, so that people could do that. I don't know where I did that, because we're assuming I was thinking, and you saw me standing here talking to my nephew, having a full-blown conversation where we were supposed to be live and didn't go that way, because why, So MJ is like, hello, Sheni, and then says, hello, Cynthia, how's your day going? And he says, I may be a little late, or I might have to step away for a bit after the start. We get it. It happens. Mm-hmm. Cynthia comes along and says, I'm here, but I'll be back too. I'm back. Nice. See how that worked? And in the process of all of that, we caught up by 8 minutes. See? What is your definition of respectable? Not throwing a 4-year-old fit and not taking responsibility, and there's a whole lot of things that I'm supposing you're asking me about a current situation, and
maybe it can be discussed not on stream so that nothing gets more blown out of proportion than it already has.
Well, it's already going, and well, anyway, it's going behind the back, and nobody's wanting to talk about it. That's what I'm saying.
Why don't let's just keep it between the people who are involved and let them discuss it or do with it what they please, and the rest of us can just stay out of it.
Well, how about that? The rest of y'all tell somebody to just zip it, because, well, anyway. So, yeah. And then Sammy's like, I like trains. Do you see?
I like trains too.
You see? And then Spot Bob's like, what happened to Shinny's head? Did I cut it off? I probably cut it off. It would make sense that I cut it off, because I am running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Just
My
see how
mom
that works?
always said I'm lucky that my head is attached by my neck or at
'Cause
a
you'd
box
forget it if
years ago. Yeah.
because you'd forget it if it wasn't. Exactly. And Sammy's like, wait, what? Drug addicts? Honey, we watch drama. That's why
Yeah.
we can scent it out so well now. But no, we watch drama, and yeah, they got drug addicts on it.
Yeah, she's it's really interesting. I'm fairly certain she's self-medicating with her prescription pills, and she's been doing it the bulk of her life. That's why there's no smell of smoke. She's not sniffling all the time. There's no track marks because she hardly wears any clothes, right? Well, I mean, she's
She
fairly
wears
modest
clothes, but there's not
that.
a lot of clothing.
Yeah. So it would make a lot more sense if she's popping her pills, but she's medicating herself instead of taking it as prescribed.
Yeah, that with alcohol,
Which is how she got so uber hyper.
And this is why the mother said, Kyle, I want you to watch after your sister because she's had this problem for a long, long time. I just feel like there is so much. She felt the stress at a young career in Hollywood of being perfect and doing everything right. And this is how she grew up trying to cope with and handle it. It's sad, but at the same time, grow up, take responsibility, and handle it. Just see how that works out. So Squaw Bob comes along and says, wow, I just spotted a dude's butt at Sheni's house. Did you really?
I missed the dude's butt too, but I saw the comment.
Wait, did he come out of the bathroom
I
yet?
don't know.
Oh,
he might have already, yeah.
I see, because I can't hear him. Do you see? He's so quiet. I don't really pay attention to him. We used to live like 30 feet apart and not get in each other's shit. So what's a wall, right? It's cool. I guess maybe you might have seen a dude's butt, but I'm quite sure it was covered with britches because that's how we roll here. And then Sammy's like, wait, what? And Sammy's like, Digger, just send me a reminder. Oh, that's what I was doing, was trying to sign into Discord to give Froggy hers.
I sent it to you before we were 10 minutes in even, so I think that's pretty darn good for me.
Well, she's made progress. It's me that has no clue what I'm doing. I'm sucky about that. I don't even have my I'm going to yours and grabbing my link.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Do you know how horrible I sound right now?
I was going to say, did you ask permission? These
to
days,
what?
You have to ask permission before you go grabbing anything.
Oh, yeah. No, I just went over to yours and grabbed it. Live right now. There we go. There. That should work. There we go. Now I've sent my person who often needs to be reminded too. Okay. Look, we're old together and I understand. And then in the evenings we'll start talking. It's funny as hell. But I've yelled at her more than once. And she's just like, okay, I'm following, because computer help and following through those kind of directives, it's like I get very firm because I know people go click, 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 click without telling you. Yeah. I get really firm and everybody's like, I ain't clicking nothing unless she tells me. And I have had to get very firm with her and it works out really well. But she also understands that because, we just had to do that. Squaw Bob's like, I think Santa just wandered through. He's a young Santa. Yes, exactly. He is a young Santa. When he was younger, he was quite thin, and now he is a young Santa bod. It busts me up because it's like when I don't see him for like a week or two, and then I'm like, whoa. And he and his brother are both plumped up a bit, so it's a little bit different because in my head they're still just those children,
scrawny little kids. Yeah.
Yeah. The same thing with JoJo, though. I see her as always being skinny, but now she's very curvaceous. Not mommy size curvaceous, but very curvaceous.
Yeah.
Very, very attractively curvaceous. Sammy's like, Dodger Dodger dabbed. Dodger dabbed.
Dodger
not
dabs,
Digger
all
dabbed.
sorts of things.
And Sammy's like, Dodger. Yes, Dodger. Dogger.
Dodger.
Dogger. It's not even Dodger. It's Dogger. So Dogger dabbed. Dogger. Yes, Dogger.
Dogger always, yes.
And then Squaw Bob says, Sheni, dogs think you're talking about her. Oh, Ditto? Ditto's a he. I know. He's so beautiful. It's hard to believe it's a he. Yeah, no, he knows about his ice cubes is what he knows. And Cynthia's not here yelling at me. And even when she does come and yell at me to get the dog some damn ice, I forgot one night completely, even after she did. So the dog is well aware that it's your fault, woman. And then Sammy's like, disappearing is not allowed, Sheni.
I know, right?
Because we know that. Because we know that. Because we know that.
So we do something different.
And I am following somebody else's lead with that something different, and it is just way different. And I'm trying to behave. I don't need help in not behaving, is what I'm saying. Does that make sense? Because
I cannot behave all by myself. Thank you very much.
You know, and I can become one of those people who. And I've done it on streams. I've got other streams recorded where the only way to do this to get your attention is on live stream. And Digger's saying, please don't do that. So don't make me do it because it's really rough. And those folks are scared, very, very scared. And I love them and I don't want them scared, you know? I love those that I've reamed, you know, my boys. But there's other times where it's like, you know what, you're not worth it. I'm done. And there I am. So I'm not disappearing. I've got I've got the three of you, and well, the fourth when she can pop in, which by the way, she did pop in the other night and visit with us day. It was daytime. Nice. She did pop in and surprise us with a little bit of visit the other day. And it was so great. Who are we talking about? Queen. Okay. She's very, very busy. And it was daytime and she's got a life.
How dare she?
We was streaming and so she could multitask for like 10 minutes and we all got to chit chat and let her know how much we still love her and we know she'll be around when she can be, and we understand she's fully exhausted. She gets up like my nephew's son over here who gets up very early in the morning. You know, so hanging out until the Pacific time, 7:00, that's late for her. So, you know, we understand it. And then daytime, it's really hard because she's working so hard. So, which I understand. So I've got Digger, Sammy, OG, and Queen that will kick my fat ass if I tried to disappear again. And that would be very hard. And
we may force her to come back just so that we can disappear on her and let her see how it feels.
And then there's that. I know how it feels. People in my life have done it. I know how it feels, but this is the thing. I categorize that shit. Like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I have real life people who do that. You four would kill me.
Yes.
It would break my heart. So that's I know how it feels, but you four would totally hurt, even though, you know, I'm just saying, I'm not doing it again. And if I, for some reason, one day I'm not streaming when I should be, Digger knows how
we got to call in the help.
She's got an address, and she there's a lot going on, but she can get help and say that one's radio silent.
Go there.
We don't want we don't want the dog feeling like he's at a smorgasbord. Mostly, I think it would be his cat. He licked me the other day. That was a first. So, Squaw Bob's like, Santa, I know him. Exactly. Santa. Dog went to check out Santa. This is so funny. I didn't expect Ditto to bond so much because Steven stays in his room. Oh, geez. Nephew son stays in his room. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's got his kitty cat in there with him, right? So his kitty cat is his emotional support cat. Okay. So he's hanging out with this cat. but every time that nephew son either leaves or comes back, Ditto is like, he's leaving. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then
Now
he has
what?
to calm down. And then he's back, he's back. It's the funniest thing. I did not expect him to do that. And yet he grabbed that Uman to be his. So he's a good one. Yes, he does check. And then Sammy's like, Digger pulled a Johnny. Digger was confused. Wait.
I don't think we can give that only to Johnny. I think I'm confused fairly often as well.
I'm thinking that we
Johnny
walk
too.
around. I'm thinking that we walk around that dangerously confused all the friggin' time.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's just my normal state of being.
Exactly. Squaw Bob comes along and says, "Back with the dog biscuit." If he could, he would. And then there's Wild Saffron saying, "How
Hello,
you
Wild."
dig?"
Okay,
And-
hun, before you go on, I am so sorry. I totally forgot to put the link in my Rumble chat to take you to Sheni's Rumble chat last night. And we're so far back in comments all the time. By the time we saw your comment asking for the link, we'd already shut it off for like 20 minutes. So I'm really very sorry that we lost you yesterday. I will make a point of being sure to put a link in my Rumble as well.
We couldn't think
I'm
how to
sorry.
resolve it.
I had no
because-
idea how to reach out to you. I was really hoping you'd come in today.
You know, there was no email, no Discord, no any way of getting
Wait a
ahold of
minute.
you. And we're like, well, you know, and with unnecessary stuff, we need to learn things. And yesterday was a big lesson to us.
Lurson, yes.
Yeah, it was a big
We've done
lesson.
Lurst a lot.
So we're sorry that happened to you, Saffron. We really
Yes.
are. But understand there's a lot of things that can happen that we can never think about. And then when it does
And that
happen,
was the one for yesterday.
yeah, when it does happen, we have to, figure out a way to drop back 10 and punt. And we only dropped back 4 or 5 on that one.
Yeah, we're pretty good overall.
We currently think we're at the full drop back 10 at this point. Okay.
Hopefully.
So we'll see
I think
how
I
this
have
works.
forgotten everything. If I
Yeah.
forgot something, my apologies. We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, and you can always email me at shinigramyellrock@gmail.com. And I don't know Diggers.
Actually, mine my email is digger1420, so it's the same as my Rumble.
There you go. You can always email us, and because I did jump over to my email yesterday because we want to take a quick look just to see. So there is that option that you can always do, Saffron. If we're only
If I mess it up again.
if we've only dropped back 8 and not the full 10, feel free to private message or to email one of us unless you have a Discord, and then make friends with Digger, or mostly Digger, I know. And she'll because we figured out the whole friend thing is important.
Yes, it is very important.
It's part of the lessons that we learn, and
It's a lot more important than I would have thought.
Right, and then we still, even though we learned that lesson, we still didn't make ourselves friends.
Yes, well, we
learned
never
such a
claimed to be smart.
Right, exactly. Or we don't go along with the rest of the traffic. Okay, sometimes we pull off to the curb and haul ass in the opposite direction.
Every now and again, I like to pretend that I'm in Europe, and I'll just start driving in the opposite direction.
Do you see how that
in
works?
the other lane.
Do you see how that works?
It's fun,
really
and it
works.
makes life interesting for everyone else too.
I know they're just like, thank God they start really seriously thanking themselves for being alive and thanking God that they're still alive. They don't get those kind of days often, but when they do, they so appreciate the fact they're still taking in air. You've got to have the ability to appreciate the fun stuff. Sammy comes along and says, nah, Digger hates her chat, especially Saffron. Specifically. And then Tammy's like, Cynthia, Squab, Bob, Squab Bob, MJ, Sam, howdy.
Hi, everyone.
And then Tammy says, Shinny, Digger, howdy. And can I tell you that today, I'm happy that you reduce those howdies, baby girl. I missed them the other
One big
day
one.
because we didn't really get any, I think yesterday. But yeah. Oh, and you know what I need to go do? I need to go get some of the gummies because they didn't work last night. So I
Yeah,
might
they
as
didn't do
well.
anything at all to you. So
No, but I might as well relax. No, I woke up with dry mouth.
well, there's something, I guess.
You know,
I don't know if that's
I think it
not
might have
really
been
the sole purpose of them, but at least it's something.
right. But I might have been snoring all night because, you know, they do mess with my allergies. And so, you know,
There you go.
that might have been why I had dry mouth and fur balls.
Yeah.
Can't do one
That
without
could
the
very
other
well
one.
be.
Exactly. And then Sammy comes along and says, if you want to know, I'm for sale. Ooh, only to the right buyer.
By the way.
only to the right buyer, and I must approve. Okay. And then Sammy's like, the unauthorized non-practicing one. Where'd we go?
Authorized non-practicing one.
Yeah.
You lost me.
Me too.
I know not what you speak. That's
We
only
had,
that's 15 minutes ago.
yeah, I don't know. We had the Santa conversation.
Non-practicing one. Were we talking about the girls in the drug use?
Unauthorized non-practicing. Well, maybe, but mostly I don't know. Sammy needs to tell us.
I hate that light above.
Tammy's like, Sam, aren't you usually for sale? Saffron's like, I'll try over here again. and Sammy's like, no, I get drill bitted if she finds out. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you just made me think of somebody that I'm not going to say, but it's a different tool, but same effect. Cynthia's like, hi, Tammy, how are you feeling today? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what that means.
What? Where?
I don't know. She said, I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Okay. We're not going into the world of the trying to figure it out thing. Sammy's like, how is there no power drill emoji?
We need an angle here is what we need.
Yeah, right. But they're not going to have that if they don't have a power drill. And Saffron comes along and says, what a time I had. All my boarding passes were non-functioning. Wait, no, don't you dare. Okay, wait. Seriously? Because again, for some reason, Rumble faulted mine as private today.
Yeah, which is weird. It didn't do it to mine, but
yeah, we don't know why it did that. But it faulted mine to private, and that was like, that makes no sense.
It was up though, and I mean, she's well, no, because she could be in my Rumble.
Well, I'm looking for. Okay, the boarding pass isn't there anymore.
Okay,
but I've got yours. I've got yours up right here.
Oh, that works. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Wild's in yours already. So woo-hoo, she's in the right one.
Look at her being smart.
We'll find it. We'll find out about it in a few minutes when we catch up to chat.
You know what? I don't understand. This is again where we have to figure stuff out. I don't understand. Boarding pass, Rumble to Rumble. Let this party begin. There. Okay. So now I have, and now I need to pin there because I've already pinned one message, but you know, I don't know. It's weird. So thank you, Saffron. I know you
we got it figured out.
You're gonna call her. Yes, you're gonna call her.
I'm gonna call her Wild, yeah.
And I'm gonna call her Saffron. So together we got Wild Saffron in the house. Exactly. So anyway, Tammy comes along and says, still hurting, but not as bad as last night at this point. And that's good. Sammy says, you grab your own link from Digger's stream. Yes, I did. I sure did. I'm not going to lie. I totally did. I don't know what I did with it, but I totally did that. And Sammy's like, I'm not old. I'm just dumb. I'm both. It happens. Just give it a moment.
Is that not an option?
Yeah, just give it a moment. It will happen. It will happen. And then Sammy's like, I get firm. Click it. And there's the OG on
Hello,
break.
OG. How you
What's
doing?
up? Hi, baby. See,
2,
and
4,
I
6.
was accountable to you already today that I'm not leaving because of the 4 of you guys, and that's
There we-
Queen, you, Digger, and Sammy. So, I'm just saying, there's a thing. And then Saffron says, I was making a joke about trying to find these ladies here on Rumble.
Yeah, we don't
And
make it easy.
Sammy's like, if you disappear, I'm going to be so frustrated. Just put a GPS on my ass, and when I get close, just come and, we can't say it, but I'm
Figure it out.
okay with you kicking my ass. Okay, I'll even, because I love you so much, I probably wouldn't fight back. Just see how that works. It's I'm serious. I can take a lot of ass kicking from somebody I love until one day it was just one too many, and then they go, "Oh, she did that because she loved me."
Damn it.
Yep. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Oh, just like I heard the expression, dogs are man's best friend. Whoever made that expression had terrible friends, because if you drop a deuce on my living room floor, you're no bestie of mine.
You make sense.
There,
Makes sense.
my nephew was telling me that my other nephew's dog used to poop in his shoe. He's not thrilled with all of that. Okay,
No,
so
I wouldn't be either.
there are those moments where you have to question that, right?
Yeah.
And Saffron says, look, I saw this last night, the candy cane. I saw the candy cane.
Yes.
So I know about the candy cane now, Saffron. I can do the candy cane. We got that. And then Sammy's like, wait, what? I miss Queen? Yeah, she came in because we do the drama thing
To the drama
in
girls.
Discord, right? And all of a sudden somebody popped in, right? And it was Queen. And then she popped out. She goes, it's been so long, I forgot how to use this thing. Because she's so busy, she's forgotten. But she came to hang out with us for a little bit. And yes, you missed her, honey. And the bad thing is I didn't even get to tell her, I just need you to come on so that you can say protein, protein, protein without anybody talking over it. And then Sammy can clip it and give it to me so I can, drop another 40 pounds. Just see,
Yes.
I need her in my head. Okay, this is what y'all don't know. My head sees things and knows what's going to happen. And in the process of it, I can get really riled up or really sad. And I've lost a lot of weight, and I see what's going to happen if I don't get my protein back. And so anyhow, the one person who can get in my head is this one over here, because, then it's like, okay, she takes the hit for everybody else. You don't know. This child is so awesome. She takes the hit for everybody else and then gets in my head. And then when she has to go take care of something, I still hear her in my head. And then I'm like, I'm almost like Canadian nice for a moment. And it's like, wow, where did that come from? It's because I still hear Digger's voice in my head, and it's so important. It's so important. So I seriously let Digger and Queen both get into my head, and it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's hopefully with old age, it's going to help a lot.
Better be a good thing, because I can't help it.
She's like, you just go hear it, woman. Sammy's like, that punk ass. I know, but she's so busy, and we still love her, and cuz is good, okay? And now that we've got Santa twerk and Santa twerk and Santa twerk,
I love that
because we got to see Santa twerking last night.
You should be able to use that year round. I think that should be an all year emote. I think.
Well, if you save it, maybe you could. We all miss Queen Cynthia. It was the heart melting so fast because she was able to pop in. I mean, she pops in and
she's doing fabulous. She's doing really good.
She really is. And
in life, like IRL stuff is going brilliantly for her, which is what's kept her so busy. So
right.
we can miss her, but at least we're missing her because she's doing really good.
Right, because things are awesome.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
she always checks in with me a little bit here and there, but the other day that I wasn't the only witness of it
Yep.
was
I
very
saw it.
important.
I got proof of life. She's alive.
Exactly.
She's okay.
I didn't end her. She's all still good. Cynthia's like, I'm number 5 on that list. Yes, dear, you are on that list also, and it's a good list to be on. Do you see how that works? OG's like, if you disappear, Sheni, I will turn into Liam Neeson. I will find you and leave your milk out. I've got a particular set of skills. Don't worry, honey. You're one of the reasons that I know I can't just disappear. Okay. And then Sammy's like, the cat licked you? Where? Hopefully not where you should. No, not Lamita. not Lamita on my hand. Did not Lamita. The cat did not Lamita me, folks. The cat did not Lamita me. And Saffron's like, I don't shop in my pajamas, so I don't shop at Walmart. And then Sammy's like, there's a hidden one, Cynthia. Sheni is reminded when she sees sparks. Wait.
Oops, I'm going the wrong way.
Did I get reminded when I see sparks? I don't know. I don't remember saying that.
It's only 15 minutes ago. I don't remember anyone saying sparks.
I don't remember.
But I'm sorting beads here, so I'm only half paying attention.
And I'm that's halfway better than I am. I'm just like, no wonder why I'm getting no response. I jumped on Digger's chat.
There you go. Yeah.
Again, your boarding pass is up there. It's been pinned. Come on over. Okay. And Tammy's like, Wild, howdy. And Saffron's like, it's fine. Does the peace sign. And Saffron said, I'm a social media ghost. I
wish I could be.
I know I'm not going to be fearful of that whole statement, but okay. OG's like, darn it, just commented a bunch on Digger's chat. I'm so dumb, but we got to see him.
Here.
Right, we got to see him, but when nobody else responds, it's kind of a bummer. Sammy's like, one day. And Tammy's like, OG, howdy. And Sammy's like, hey, OG, laughing. That's when, we are so far behind already. OG's like, read them. I'm not retyping. I'm on break, running out of time. I read them, honey. I read them. We're just 15 minutes behind. So as long as YouTube let them go on there, then I got to see them. And if they ask Sammy, he knows the heart that they're meant for, and he'll let them come through. So... Yes. It's all good. Sammy's like, oh, now you've done it. Now you've fudged the bucket.
Uh-oh.
And there is Uncle Bill. Hello, sweetheart. I was talking about you earlier. Hello. Thank you for coming back. We hot mess found a resolve. The resolve found itself. And so welcome back, and we hope we can keep it as fun as it was the last time. Let's keep it that way. And then Sammy's like, Digger, what?
What?
And then Sammy says, well, hello, Mr. President. To which Uncle Bill responds, hello. And OG's like, Cynthia, my first wife was a stripper. Dumb. You don't marry material that cleans wood. It just because the cleaning of the wood sounds good, you don't marry material that can just clean wood. It could hurt. And OG laughs. And then Sammy's like, the cigars are ready for you. See? Sammy lined them up there for you, Uncle Bill. And then Bob-Bob's like, they're neighbors. Wait, who's neighbors? Who's neighbors now? Now who's neighbors?
15 minutes ago. We're still 15 minutes behind. I don't know.
That seems to be the magic number today. Wait, they're neighbors? Wait, they're neighbors. It's a question mark. I don't know. Who is neighbors? Okay, you're going to have to tell me who the neighbors are. And
we'll find out in about 15, 20 minutes.
Sammy's like, great Johnny impression. Who, Digger or me?
The confusion. I think both of us.
Uncle Bill
I have
says,
no idea what's going on. Man.
Uncle Bill says, I've only got eyes for Sheni. Well, thank you very sweet. Thank you very much, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate it. And I just want you to know, I don't know if it was you or a cheeseburger, because y'all were just flirting, and I'm an old lady, and it's very sweet, okay? But I have a habit of normally braiding my hair,
it wasn't your irresistible charm.
It really is, because
repartee. She was just doing it anyway.
And I didn't realize how often I do it. So now for the last couple of weeks, it's like, see, I'm over here playing with my hair. My fingers are all tied up in it. And so I'm letting her know. Oh, I do it all the time. It's the funniest thing, because you don't notice until somebody tells you on here that you know that they've noticed that you're doing it. And then you pay attention. It's like, oh. And Saffron's like, wait, I'm confused. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. You're right. You're in just the right spot.
That's it. This is the right place, because just saying, and then Sammy's like, I don't know what's happening, and I don't know what you mean. we don't know
either,
but we don't know what we're doing, Sammy. So we're just saying. And then Uncle Bill says, man, it's a 10-minute cue to get them to notice me. No, it's 5 minutes, but if you've had to resub, okay, because of things that happened, it's 5 minutes if you have to resub, and then 15 minutes because we're that far behind. Well, okay, we are. What do you want?
We're usually that far behind.
Squab says hi to Dom. And Cynthia's like, oh, gee, don't beat yourself up for the past. Just know there is actually a lid for every pot. Sometimes the first lid doesn't fit. Yeah, but if you put enough water in the can, it won't make a difference. And then Sammy's like, told you Saffron Digger hates her chat. No, she does not. OG's like,
I'm really glad that Saffron knows Sammy.
There you go. OG's like, love ya. Gotta get back to work. Have fun. Huggers, buggers. We have a good day. We'll see you if we're still here when you get your break, your next break. Saffron's like, I'm here wherever this is. We'll
let you know. If we disappear suddenly, you're on the wrong YouTube channel or Rumble channel.
That's it. I don't know what your timer has on you.
I wasn't paying attention. But let's
this far into it. Yep.
Let me open the right.
Way further than you wanted it to be.
Okay. I'm in mine. All right. So everyone over here.
Saffron, get ready for catching of the train and stuff.
The stream is leaving the station.
I love that.
There you go. Oops, I misspelled the, but still. Who cares? You know what I'm talking about.
That's people. It. It's like,
And then the same over. Where's that one's me here. Oh, scroll. There we go. Click the link.
In the meantime, Sammy's telling Uncle Bill, yeah, it'll be like 12 minutes. And then Uncle Bill says to Sammy, how has your day been? And Sammy's like, good news, OG, you now exist. Because, well, OG was worried. And Sammy laughs. And then Sammy's like, put a GPS on my ass. And when I get close, I did say that, honey. I seriously did just say that, didn't I?
Uh-huh. All right, you guys, I've put the thing there. You've had more than enough time. If you haven't clicked the link that's pinned on my channels, either YouTube or Rumble, please do so now, because I'm ending my streams and we're all going to be in Sheni streams. All right? So love ya. We'll see you soon.
Huggers, buggers to everybody and diggers who's not